back to Stars on Tap. I'm Brian.
I'm James.
And today we're going to review some of the gluten-free offerings we have at Stars. This is a little bit of a sample. I think I have 8 in total, but we picked out four different beers, kind of a little bit of a spectrum. And decided to do this gluten-free thing, and we decided to do it full bore. So in other words, our menu, pretty much everything on the menu is got a gluten-free way we can make it. We have a separate menu that we offer people. We're probably one of the most expensive gluten-free restaurants in the area, without question.
They're very popular.
And we're starting to get a name for it. And, you know, being a craft beer house, I've tried to bring in a bunch of really fun, different gluten-free offerings in the way of beer for people, too.
Yeah, we really take the advice, especially with these gluten-free beers, we really take the advice of our customers. So if they have found, in their travels, found a gluten-free beer that they really enjoy, Brian really does a great job trying to go source that beer and bring it into the restaurant. So we have a couple here that people have talked to us about, and we brought them in. So.
And they're more and more popular. It's funny, some of them are harder to get. They go from as simple as the Budweiser of the world, which, created their first attempt at it, which was Redbridge, to the real crafted one by Dogfish Head, which is Tweason'ale, which tends to be pretty popular. Then you have the Omission, which is out of Oregon, and they actually have a unique angle in where they make beer normal and they remove the gluten from the beer, so there is actually trace amounts of gluten. And then they have a way where you can they test every batch, and you can trace it by the number on the bottle to see how your batch of beer tested if you were concerned about it. But I've served this to several people who suffer from severe celiac disease, and they have not been affected by Omission at all. They like it a lot. And then you have the European one, which is we like our octane. This is 8.5% alcohol, and this is by Greens. And this one is actually called Quest. They have several different ones, but I've always ordered the Quest. So we'll probably start with the Budweiser part. And this is made with, I'm going to say this horribly, sorghum. It's almost, it's been a long time since I've smelled the Bud Light.
Yeah.
I think it smells like beer.
Yeah. It's not really too.
No, it's not a lot. There's not much there. Let's give it a little taste.
Yeah, cheers.
Does not bore me.
Yeah, this one's it's pretty blah. And you know what? Every person I talk to about gluten-free beers, this is the first one, or one of the originals that came out, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I tried Redbridge, but
yeah."
So
it's not great. If you like a Bud Light or a Miller Lite or something, it definitely tastes a little bit like that.
Yeah,
it definitely
it's a little bit fuller body.
Yeah, it's got a little fuller body. Yeah, it definitely has a little more flavor going on.
Yeah,
it's definitely got kind of almost like a little citrusy, like a winey smell to it. It's almost like
maybe that's a sorghum.
Yeah, it's possible because I haven't drank much sorghum before.
What do you want to rate it?
What are we going? I will give it a solid 40.
I was going to give it a 55.
Did I say you're a little nicer than I am?
All right, let's move on.
This reminds me of one, which, you know what, this one I'm actually pretty excited about because they say this is basically as close to, beer made with malt and wheat.
It is.
Yeah.
It's exactly. It must be like extracted, obviously extracted, but scientifically extracted.
Right. Which they explain the whole process on their website, Omission's website. It's it's actually a really cool website, but that looks like a nice pale ale.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's amber in color.
I can get a little hop out of there.
You definitely get that. Yeah, it's much different nose than the other one.
Yeah,
this is
same color. It's has a little bit more cloud to it. Not a lot. It definitely has the same.
It's got the same carbonation. The same, kind of more bubbles to it. A little more carbonation than some of the crafted beers you might see. But give it a little taste. That's a really nice pale ale.
That's good. It's got some medium mouthfeel to it.
Yep, a little, almost like a malty flavor.
You get a little malt to it.
I mean, this is, if you blind tasted somebody drinking this beer and then told them afterward that it was gluten-free, they would have no idea.
No, I think this is a pretty solid pale ale.
Yeah, without question.
Yeah.
This is nice. So, your rating on this one?
I give this one 84.
I was right in that ballpark. I was going to say 82.
Yeah.
this one's high up there.
That's a good one.
And I'm always out there looking. So if any of you guys know of any that you like, or you've tasted something, or you've had something, please feel free to stop down. If I'm not there, my name's Brian. Just leave me a note, and I would absolutely get it in just to see how it works. And we're always looking to kind of expand it.
Yeah.
We've got the coolest space for it, so if people like it, we'll get it.
All right. So
thanks, guys.
to all the celiacs
All the
out there.
people.
See you at Stars.
Come and have some gluten-free pancakes.